Hello and welcome to Teasing the NFL. This is your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here. We're taking you through the late afternoon games for the 2021 NFL season week 1. The last late afternoon game is a big game. Probably to me the marquee matchup of the week. It is the Green Bay Packers going to the New Orleans Saints. This is actually a rematch of last season.
Ooh,
So,
juicy.
Yeah, it is a juicy matchup. Green Bay is the favorite here at -4, and your total is 50. So Green Bay would get teased across the 0 to +2. New Orleans gets teased up to +10. Your over gets teased down to 44, and your under gets teased up to 56. Big number.
Okay.
It's a new season. It is a brand new New Orleans. I'm very curious and excited to see what it's going to be like. Explain, sir.
Okay. Well, let me start off by saying Jameis Winston is going to be the New Orleans Saints QB. Can I get a shout out real quick?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to King Cloth, aka Jake. Sorry, I'm not gonna be betting on this New Orleans team. Your dark age is finally here, and it's now. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, liking the video, and commenting. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
With that being said, Danny's. I feel that this is one of Danny's favorite teams to bet on, right?
Who?
Green
Bay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Discount
Actually,
double check for sure. Now, the only reason, and I'm going to call it out, the only reason why he's not betting Green Bay in this situation is because there's no value.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Oh,
number.
my goodness. It's like I looked into a crystal ball. It's like we've been doing this
I'll
for...
have it written down already.
No. Don't take that away from me. Danny, don't take that away from me.
No.
First of all, I know his tendencies, and when you have Green Bay at -4 and teasing it just to 2, it's not enough value for this.
I'm not against it, especially if you're running short on options.
Damn,
I'm not
stop.
against it, but there's no way I'm going to do it anymore. I've lost too many.
Right. And here on the other side of the spectrum, if I know they're going to win, I don't need the value.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, it's just like, okay, it's an easy... I mean, there's nothing that's easy when it goes to gambling, but for a filler for something else, like if I was going to bet Green Bay and then another team that I'm pretty high on, probably Tampa Bay, just those two teams, I would take that. Even though there is no value teasing Green Bay. It's just like an insurance policy, right? Like, okay, like if they're going to win, fine. They're going to win by, 7, 10, whatever. I didn't need it. But at the same time, it took up a space in my teaser bet, and it's a win for me. So I find the value in that. Maybe not so much for Danny, but I just can't get over the fact that New Orleans, I still respect Alvin Kamara.
You have to. You got to.
You got to, man. 5 touchdowns in one game. Woo! That is monster.
No, I thought it was 6.
What? I think
thought it was
6 would have tied the record.
I think he did tie the record.
Really?
He had like 50 points from it.
We'll look.
We'll look at it later.
But Michael Thomas,
He's out.
X-May,
He's on the pup. 7 weeks out.
Yeah, and you got Jameis Winston, 1-1, 1 touchdown for 1 interception, if not more interceptions than touchdowns. And it's just a different era. And I feel that Green Bay is really going to come out and say, look, this is the season for Aaron Rodgers. It's make it or break it. I'm not signing with this team anymore. I don't know if any of you guys are going to be signing with this team, and I don't care. We're living in the present. This has to be now.
Because Jeopardy's coming.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got Aaron Jones. You have Devontae Adams. The only thing that's holding Green Bay back is their pretty terrible defense. And it has not improved within these past couple of years, I think. So I don't blame people going for the over. I just feel that it's a little more safe that I take discount double check at +2. Granted, hey, if they lose by 3, guess what? That's just the name of the game. There is no value, but I just don't really see them losing, and I can't really trust the over per se.
That's a surprise to hear you say that.
It is a surprise. I just feel that the Saints, the Saints defense is actually not that bad.
The run defense is good. The pass defense, probably one of the worst in the league.
Great. So that means Devontae Adams is going to get a lot of looks. MVS might even get some action. And I don't know who else.
Robert Tonyan, man.
Oh, yeah. Robert Tonyan. Someone sniped him from me in fantasy. But, so I feel that Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay will come out with the win. More confident that it will go over. Albeit 44 points for Green Bay and the Saints should be a quote-unquote breeze. But without Breeze around, it might be a different story. And on to you, Danny.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate all of that wonderful information and opinion. Here's why I think you might be wrong, though.
Oh,
because
okay. Tell me.
I have no problem teasing with the choice of teasing across the 0. I mean, if you think they're going to win, just go get it. That's fine. My problem with this game is, my problem with that number is that they absolutely have a chance to lose this game. Their way, I think, coaching-wise, it is Sean Payton. I think Jameis has shown something that he's listening to Sean Payton. I think the coaching's helped them enough that they'll be able to have a good chance to get into this game. Of course, you have Alvin Kamara. They don't have the wide receiving core. They really just have Marquez Callaway, and he'll probably get covered by Jair Alexander most of the time, so that's going to be tough. But Winston, I think, is a good enough quarterback under this new tutelage. He's had a full year now. This isn't just his first season. He's had a full year to not only have Peyton coach him, but he's also studying under Drew Brees as well. So your tendencies can change based on who's around you. So I absolutely think New Orleans has every chance to win this game. And actually teasing them up to 10, it's not a bad choice. It's actually my 1B for this. He already alluded to it, but I like the over in this a little bit more. Neither of the defenses are elite enough for me to warrant me worrying about 44 points. Both teams are going to have enough high-powered offense. Scoring's going to get in. It's going to get in. Kamara's going to get plenty of touches to be able to get in. Jameis will air it out enough to get some scoring. Other side, of course, I just mentioned that the secondary.
Yeah, he's your boy this season, huh?
Aaron Jones, yeah.
Aaron
Jones. It's not my first time having him. I had him 2 years ago. Aaron Jones is going to get some good work out of the backfield. Passing will be really good for him. Running, he may run into some walls because they're still stout on the front. But it's going to be the Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams show with a little bit of Robert Tonyan and maybe a little bit of MVS. But this over is going to get there pretty nicely, I feel like. And it's in the Dome. It's New Orleans. Oh, no, it's not. It's a neutral field. I totally forgot about that. This is in a neutral field because of Hurricane Ida going through New Orleans. Wow. So it's actually going to be played in Jacksonville. I totally forgot about that. But it's still an over to me because I think there's too much. I think there's too much offense to be had in this game, and 44 points is kind of pretty easy to get, I think. You got 21 to 24 gets you there. That's 45 points, and easily could be 30 points apiece for both of these teams. We saw how high-powered Green Bay was last season, hitting 40s like it was nothing, and I think with Winston in the field, you're going to get more offensive output. I think you can get there.
And you know what, to be honest, if Winston throws a couple pick sixes to that terrible Green Bay defense, that could happen right there. I just feel that I'm a little more confident
in it. See, and I'm not. I think New Orleans can get this cover just straight up at +4. The teaser looks really nice at +10, and they have a chance to win the game outright. I actually should look possibly at a money line here, but I think the money line, I think at best I'm going to get like 150, so 150, 160. It's not enough for me.
Not enough.
But I'll maybe come game day things change, but I think the line doesn't move. It's already kind of stayed in the 4 to 4.5 area. It doesn't really change at this point. If you look at the history of last season, Green Bay was 10-6 ATS. They covered more. They were actually even away and home, so they were 5-3 both ways. So they're away here, so 5 times they covered versus 9. I think their offense kept them in the game so much that they were able to cover or win. Totals wise, they were 9-7 to the over. Away, they were 5-3 to the over. So that leans a little bit more towards where I'm liking. New Orleans, on the other hand, I need to scroll down to them. New Orleans, on the other hand, 7-9 ATS, few more covers. At home, they were just 4-4, so the pretty even at home. Totals, however, they were 10-6 to the over last season. So that was their offense putting up points, but at the same time, their defense, especially in the air, gave up a lot of yards, a lot of scoring.
Oh, yeah.
So at home, they were 6-2 to the over. So I figure the offense to get more points this season, so that gives me another reason to think about the over just a little bit more with this. Rodgers is going to get his points because he's not playing Tampa Bay and giving up after the first half. So this is an over for me. Possibly could see this in not a teaser here, but I might swing it in a sweetheart teaser. I haven't made that decision yet, but because I would get 13 points, and I need 37. 37 is going to happen in this game. It's going to happen. I know. I mean, Winston could throw 2 pick sixes.
Danny, I think we should go ahead and put the gambling number on the teleprompter right there. I think you might have a a sweetheart teaser. Okay, yeah, I get it.
I've only missed one sweetheart teaser so
man,
far.
I get it, but yeah, you know what? I'm not. The over looks good. The way you describe it, the way you packaged it, yes, for sure. I just can't.
You can't bring yourself to bet on Jameis yet, or against Green Bay, and I understand that it's hard to get away from it.
I just, for example, when Jameis, he was on the Saints last season, right? Drew Brees was injured, and I forgot what team they were playing, but I believe it was 9 attempts at the 10 or 7 yard line to get a touchdown. And it didn't happen. And I'm just a little perplexed, but at the same time, it's like, man, they had Taysom Hill, they had, Jameis Winston. I'm just like, man, like they can't make a 7-yard drive happen. Like just to finish a drive is just that worries me. But again, it's a new season.
Yes, it is.
And he's had time to practice. He beat out Taysom Hill for this job, which you got to think that. Okay, if Jameis was so bad in Tampa, there's no way he could have the job here, right? So in that case, and with that logic, I can go down with the over at 44, but I just like.
You like that discount double check at plus money.
I
totally get it.
Yeah, I think it's a little safer in my opinion. For me, not saying that the over is not a bad bet. I think the over is a pretty good bet too.
Yeah.
So you might never know. I might do a same game teaser on this one, but we'll see.
Nah, I gotta stop you. You talk about me being bad. You're just talking about a same game teaser.
Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead and list that number right down, right there, right down there, man. For both of us, dude. Sweetheart teaser. Come on, man.
3 out of 4 so far. I'm in profit, so it's worked pretty well for me. Man. Yeah, but Andrew likes Green Bay in this +2. I'm not going to dog it. I understand it. I just don't agree to it. Again, I prefer the over in this, high scoring. Even if it's in a neutral field, I think there's enough scoring to be able to get out there, get a lot of points out there. So let us know in the comments how you think this game's going to go. If you're betting any of the sides or totals, leave us a comment below. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for Week 1 and the rest of the season. 2 primetime games to go. And that is it for Week 1. Stay tuned for those. But until then, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease. All right.